These are the ingredients that you will need to make my Caesar salad. It's very simple. You need some romaine lettuce, 1 egg, clove of garlic, anchovies and olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, Lee & Pam's Worcester sauce, some croutons, and some Parmesan cheese. Open up your anchovies and drain them inside your wooden salad bowl. The next thing you do is take 1 good-sized garlic clove, just 1. It's very important. This one's about the same size as a 2-pound coin, and you can see it's quite large. I like it quite garlicky, but don't go any more than that. That's probably as big as you want to go. And next you have to chop it up very finely. And that's the garlic all chopped up. And as you can see, if I use the knife, it's almost liquefied. See how small it is? And I just use it by pushing down on the knife with both hands and chopping really, really fine. So this is the 1 garlic clove, and it looks like about a tablespoon of garlic. But once again, since you're using raw garlic, you can use as little or as much as you want. But you can do all this just with the table knife, as you can see. Now what you do is you take out your anchovies, and all that oil that the anchovies are sitting in has now in the bottom of your salad bowl. You take your anchovies, put them aside, take your garlic, and just put them in there. And then add a little bit more extra virgin olive oil. Not too much. As you can see, I have the salad bowl for years, so my salad bowl I know exactly how much oil to put in based on the grooves in there. I'm going to assume it's about a 1/4 cup, maybe 3 tablespoons of olive oil. But you'll know if to add more later once we get to the egg phase. The next thing is chopping up your anchovies. Now, you just take them straight out of the tin and just plop them. And a good tip is, that I always do, is I don't clean off the garlic chopping board. I chop the anchovies right on the chopping board that I did the garlic on. I still have some garlic left on the knife that I'm going to use, and that helps because it all gets mixed together anyways. And what you want to do is you want to chop this up so it's a fine paste again. Alright, now that's all chopped up now, and I did it again just with the knife. And as you can see, it's all chopped up into little pieces. Now, don't worry, when you mix it with everything, it kind of mushes again. And people say, raw anchovies, aren't they really salty? Well, when you mix it with the raw garlic and the olive oil and all the eggs and the Worcester sauce, it actually doesn't have this salad has no fishy taste to it at all. But it has that very classic Caesar salad taste, and this is the proper way to make it. So next is to put all this in the salad bowl. Okay, so that's everything in there, and then you just take a normal fork and you have to mix everything together. Now this is very, very important that you really get in there and you give it a good mixing. See, I didn't put too much, and then add a bit more olive oil. But you really want to liquefy sort of everything. See how it's all sort of mushing together in the bottom here? You really want to get that going. Really mix it. You can tell how much I've mixed it by the scratches on the bottom of my bowl, but really get in there with that fork. Right. So when that's all done, you'll have this sort of liquefied. You won't even see the garlic in there. You won't see, you know, it's just sort of a nicely mixed all together. And then now, raw egg time. Raw egg goes right in there. Actually, take out the pieces of egg in there, and do the same. Mix it all together. This sort of makes it all stick together. Make sure you get everything in there. Now another thing is, this salad bowl that I'm using, I only make Caesar salad in, so it's a kind of a seasoned salad bowl. It's good to do it in wood. I have done it in stainless steel. That works pretty good as well, but it always tastes better out of this one because I've used it so much. So then you ended up with a sort of a consistency of that. And that looks pretty good. And then the next thing you add, actually it is the last thing you add, is your oyster sauce. 2, 3, 4, about 5. And then it changes color. And it goes from sort of a yellow to a sort of a creamy brown. A little bit more. You don't need too much because it's powerful stuff. And like I say, all these flavors mixed together complement each other. So it's not an anchovy taste, it's not a garlic taste, it's not an egg taste, it's none of this. It all sort of mixes together. And that's it. That's the sauce. The next thing you need to do is chop up your lettuce, add the croutons, add the Parmesan, and you're done. Now, here's how you do the lettuce. Most people tear it, which is probably the right way of doing it. I don't do it that way because I've never in that much time. I use the same knife. I literally just cut the end off of it, throw that away, start at the base, and just cut in triangles. I need both hands for this, but 1, 2, 3, and it makes perfect size ones, and then you just sort of go all the way up. And then once that's done, important thing about the lettuce is it has to be dry. If you put wet lettuce in the salad bowl, the water mixes with the sauce and it doesn't make any good. So if you cut your lettuce up, wash it, make sure it's dried perfectly before you put it in the salad. Right, and the last thing that you'll have to do is, there's your chopped up pieces of lettuce, and just shove it all in the bowl. Croutons on top. Enough for me, I don't have too many croutons. And then add your Parmesan. All in, all on top, sitting on top of the sauce. And then you toss the salad, and you go from underneath and bring it up. And just make sure everything is coated properly. And that is the finished product. And as you can see, that's what it will look like in the bowl. That's what it looks like there. And it is absolutely delicious. Now you can add a little bit of cream to make a creamy Caesar salad, but I find that just vulgar. So I hope you enjoy it. It's a wonderful recipe, and it is a great salad.